Hi there, this is Fabi from The Next Big Rush, and today I have a question for you. Are you a prepper? Yes, one of those people who are sort of preparing for when you know what hits the fan. You pile up food, you got stuff stored, you got your gold and silver in coins, because if you don't hold it, you don't own it, as they say. Maybe you got guns if you're in the US, and you're just sitting tight waiting for some disastrous thing to happen. Well, I can tell you that I probably fed off that message for a long time, and I can tell you from my own experience, which may be completely different to yours, that the more you concentrate on the worst case scenario happening, the more you want the worst case scenario to happen because you've already prepped for it. I could be completely wrong, and I know that I'm probably going to get into trouble for maybe provoking a few preppers and saying, you know what? Some people have been prepping since the 1970s, okay? And what happens when you're a prepper, when you take on being a prepper as part of who you are instead of just putting stuff into place for you to be prepared for whenever things do happen, is that you become paranoid. And being paranoid is not a way to live. You will not build wealth if you're paranoid. From my experience, I may be wrong, you may be a very wealthy, very paranoid person, but I just see that some people, they have been regurgitating sentences and little tidbits of information which may or may not be true, and they don't stop to think about what they're thinking, what they're saying, and what they're believing, and just comparing that to reality, to what's going on. At the end of the day, I speak from experience. I am a child of hyperinflation. Okay, what do I mean by that? When I was born in Brazil in the 1980s, there was hyperinflation in Brazil, which meant that every single month your salary had to be raised just to keep up with inflation. Every single month. There wasn't a yearly inflation rate. People didn't even keep track of the yearly inflation rate because it was too high. It was month by month. And so what happened is, still people got stuff done. People would work and they would buy things and they would eat and they would socialize, and they suffered a lot. Businesses suffered less so than individuals. If you had a pile of cash sitting, then you would have suffered a lot, but you're smarter than that. You're already aware of how our economic system works, so you don't need to be scared any longer. My parents survived that age just fine. All our neighbors survived that stage of life, no problem at all, okay? Hyperinflation may happen, and it may not be the end of the world, which for some people would be a disappointment. I noticed that I was going down the wrong path when I just got addicted to the whole fear-mongering videos and podcasts, and this is the end of the world, now it's gonna happen, there's a crash coming, and you may be right, there might be a crash coming. I think there's a crash coming for sure, but it's that little monster inside of you that just grows and grows and grows and wants bad things to happen. That really is life sucking. So I would advise people out there, if you catch yourself just wanting to hear that, you know, like sensational, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world, hyperinflation or deflation even, like, guys, most people have survived all of these crazy economic bursts that we've had through history. Humans are very resilient, and you have to prepare yourself by being resilient, being positive, building a community, becoming more resourceful instead of building up resources. Like, seriously, I don't understand. Some people are piling up water, which I used to do, and now it doesn't make sense because now you can buy like a jerry can that will clean whatever water, and you never really need to hold water. I mean, if you're in Canada and you're piling up water, go outside. There's probably a river or a lake or snow right on your doorstep. So take a step back. You don't want to survive. Being a survivalist will take so much energy, and you will want bad things to happen. You will become bitter. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family. That's my message for you today. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. If you like this video, hit like. and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments here below. Are you a prepper? Have you already prepped? Are you continuing to prep? How long are you going to prep for? What is your view? Do you agree or disagree on this? I want to know what you're thinking. And if you'd like to know more about how life was in Brazil when hyperinflation struck, also let me know down here. All right, take care. Bye-bye.